Alright, yeah, we're good. There we are.
Ooh! Yeah, default speakers. Okay, I'm getting this all down. Yay! Woo! I did it. Okay. Only took a minute to set up. Anyways, it's been a long while. And yes, I'm playing an old game. Fun times. Yeah, but anyways. Hello! I'm Monster Gamer. Welcome back. I'm finally kind of back, sort of. I don't know. I'm just kind of doing whatever. I don't want to stream Fallout New Vegas. Nobody watches Fallout New Vegas. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm playing Fallout New Vegas because why the hell not? Old game. Yeah. Fun times when playing an old game. I mean, I considered this to be a pretty solid game. I wouldn't say it's like the best Fallout, but it's definitely a Fallout game that I like a lot, personally. But for the main part, the reason why I'm doing this is just to try to get back into doing YouTube stuff and all that. Because, yeah! YouTube! I've been off of it for months. Woo! Anyways, I had to talk for that first part because content reasons. Because copyright be damned. Headshot though. Them VATs. VATs are inaccurate as fuck. Yeah. Here we are.
War never changes.
Of course, the subtitles never work for the
When
front.
atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
And yes, I have played this a bit before. I don't know, like, I know, like, the main story, but I don't, like, legit know everything about it. Oh, that's bright as fuck.
You're a...
Yay, time to do, yeah, don't worry about that. Dialogue, yeah, everything's on, so it should be all good.
Wake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
My name is not Courier, it is Martina. I'm gonna go with a name that everyone hates, Kevin. No. I'll just say Nick. Just because. Actual name is Nick.
You can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Yes, I am male. I am Caucasian. If it wasn't missing that much, I would consider. This is good, yeah.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
Yeah, I didn't want the character creation to go on too long.
Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
perception is gonna be Jack. Endurance. I don't know much about endurance. Intelligence. I like to be agile, so. But I also like to be lucky. My strength has to be pretty good. I always like my charisma stat pretty high. Swap out endurance. What does endurance do? Basically, my perception is gonna be terrible. But everything else, I think, will be good. Perception isn't really used for anything, like, specifically good, I think.
Now, I ain't no optometrist, but maybe we should fit you for some glasses while you're here. Well, we know your vitals are good. But that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a bighorn and dropping. What do you say you take a seat on my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat.
House.
Shelter.
Night.
Dream.
Bandit.
Bride.
Light. Mother.
Caretaker.
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
I would agree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
No opinion.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Somewhat agree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
No opinion.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Disagree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Chemical.
Okay. How about this one?
Space age.
Last one. Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Now, science is definitely something I want to do. Bartering is pretty good in the long run. Sneak is also good. Guns are good. Speech is okay. Unarmed. I don't really need unarmed. I don't.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Yes, I want good nature. And then Wild Wasteland is also good. Yeah, I don't need small frame that much.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Yeah, I'm only playing this game because I like it a lot more than mainly, well, the newer one.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults I made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Thanks for patching me up.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
You may turn on hardcore mode on or off at any time in the game. Mode now, maintain it through the end of the whole story. Special reward. You know what? I haven't done hardcore mode like ever, so let's just do it. Fuck it. The hell with it. I may as well be on hardcore because being on easy, it's just too easy. Ah, the light. Yeah, there's tutorial stuff. I need to get rid of tutorial stuff. Settings. Display. Settings. Gameplay. Audio's fine. Controls. Sensitivity is just gonna be up. Yeah, I mainly go for the charismatic.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
I don't know.
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR.
Yes.
Now, we'll just take it easy.
NCR.
Help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
Yes, what is wrong
Don't
with the
get me
NCR?
wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Primm don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it.
Say it both
A couple of
ways.
years ago, they tried
Yeah.
to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've
I'm
been
gonna make
hearing
you lose
stories
that
about
money, man.
legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
NCR aren't the greatest people yet. They're supposed to be the good guys in quotation marks, but I don't consider being with people who fake being like good people.
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Yeah, but I mainly like to be a charisma build instead of being like the ultimate powerhouse of.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
And I'll make sure not to sell your stuff again and soft lock your mission. Soft lock the shit. Gotta love that 9 mil.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Next shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Okay.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Howdy, partner.
Might as well.
Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
That's actually kind of lucky that I got Victor to come this way.
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. I'm a Securitron, Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Alright, see ya, Victor.
Happy trails!
Yeah, but that's how you accidentally speedrun. Yay! not the greatest.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Okay, you're on. Go get the jump.
That was easy.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure,
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
This is free money. I don't care if it's a tutorial, it's still free money and stuff. And shit all like that. Yeah, I keep censoring myself because fuck that. Nah.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, and this is the fastest I can run. I can't. This is auto run. And this is slow as hell. Oh man, this is gonna take forever. Oh, that was easy.
Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it. But you did what you promised, staying out here with me. Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Yeah.
All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower.
Oh yeah, it's free
Let me think
XP
now.
as well, so yeah.
I know I've seen brock
course.
flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
I think I'm just gonna do an hour-long special because I haven't been back in a long time. Using this. Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to fucking use the radio because that's actually a terrible idea. And yeah, you might see me steal from a lot of houses a lot if my stealth is good enough. Oh, I could sleep in that bed. You are good, and I'll take you. Everything else I don't need. Barrel. Yeah, the jumpsuit is absolutely terrible. Actually, I could have sold it. See, that's what happens in this game. You just take it because you think you could sell it, and then it's just like, oh, you can't sell it for that much. So, oh, well, damn. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Auto capped, I'll take that. Yes, there's karma in this game. And I don't care. I simply do not care about the karma, like, stuff at all. If I'm hidden, they're not gonna know. And I shouldn't have stolen that dinner plate, but oh well, I could sell it. Everything else, I'm just gonna sell. Yeah. The karma thing is gonna bite me in the ass, like, later on. But I don't care. Because, you know why? Because it doesn't matter. Well, right now, it doesn't matter. That's only because I just don't want to deal. That was a terrible shot. Wow. Easy. Got that like nothing. The cemetery. The only good thing about this game is that there's an auto walk button or auto run button, if you want to call that running. Like I said, you're just gonna see me steal a whole lot. No remorse. Let's get those scrap electronics because those are going to be useful later on. Can't lockpick right now because my lockpicking skill is terrible. So I'm just gonna go to the general store to sell some stuff.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. Can do.
Okay, so it's time to sell some stuff. So that vault suit. None of the aid stuff because that's actually useful. And legs. Mantis egg. And accept. I'm gonna be
pleasure doing business with you. It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets. Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it.
Oh,
if you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip. I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right? They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans. Take it easy now.
Yep, I'll see you, Chet. And easy. Didn't even have to aim down the sights. Yeah, there it is. Source. The source. Quick traveling in here is so good.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right now, we're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try. Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Yes. Time to go see her.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out.
What do you want? He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo. Let me get out of town before we talk. Too many unfriendly ears around. It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the NCR prison east of here and took over. Now we're calling the shots. None of your damn business. You ought to know better than to ask a man that kind of question. Robbed some people, burned some things, killed a few guys. Same old shit that's been going on for years. The NCR and Legion are still fighting over Hoover Dam for some reason. I've run with some tough gangs, but I gotta admit, they all got nothing on the Legion. I hear they stick you up on poles and it takes a while to die. I ain't saying I'm afraid of them or nothing, but I'll be staying out of their way. New California Republic. Nothing new about it. Just a bunch of people with money and power pushing everyone else around. They've got troops all over the Mojave, but it's a big desert, so it's pretty easy to avoid them if you want. Never been there since the NCR's got troops all over it. Must be pretty important. Yeah.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. I'm sure I've got something you like. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. All right. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Fine by me. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Primm, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin. I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something. Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Sorry, I haven't been
Be
talking
careful
that
out there.
much. But for the main part... Yeah. Anyways, trying to get through this. Yeah, you run faster without a gun.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play? Yeah, he doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I can handle all of them in a gunfight. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. Yeah. My Caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge. Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew already. I'm a trader with the Crimson Caravan Company. I'm, staying in town for a bit.
I see.
Did you want something else? Yeah.
if I just killed him. Nah, I'm just kidding. But anyways, I'm just gonna save. And then I'm just gonna quit. So yeah. Sorry I didn't talk too much this gameplay, or like didn't do a whole lot, but anyways, this is where I'm just gonna end it off. So if you liked it, leave a like and comment down below. Subscribe if you want to. But until next time, this is Monster Gamer saying to you all to be the best. And this is Monster Game saying off.